The next memory is called How to Make a Bicycle. And I'd like to dedicate this one to Chase Cobb, who got such a great amusement from it as I told this tale when Chase was about 10 years old, thereabouts. And as I told it, the longer I talked, the more laughter he gave us, and he got the whole crowd so tickled that we were indeed just in an uproar, mainly over watching Chase, who got so amused that he was almost rolling on the floor, and at the absurdity of my tale. And he provided us with entertainment for quite a while. The whole story is ridiculous, but it shows how far a small boy will go in extremes to try to provide a vehicle when he lacks the real thing. A bicycle, of course, is composed of two wheels and a framework, and I had gotten enchanted by Gordon Burton's bicycle, the only bicycle in that whole part of the county, so far as I knew, and I had learned to ride his bicycle by his generosity, and I really wanted a bicycle, but couldn't afford one, so I decided that I would just build one. The only two wheels that I had available were two buggy wheels from an old buggy that had been standing around on the property for many years and had deteriorated, and the only thing left that was of any value was two wheels. The two front wheels were a little bit bigger than normal bicycle wheels. They were made of wood, and they had, for tires, they had steel bands. So it would have been a rough ride if I had ever made it work. But anyway, they were about almost 4 feet in diameter, so it would have been a tremendously big bicycle if I'd made it work. So I looked around for raw materials to make the framework out of. Pop always kept some lumber of various sorts for use around the farm as the need arose, and there was a piece of wood that I thought would just be just right for making the frame. A piece of nice poplar wood about 2 feet long and about almost a foot wide and 3 inches thick. This would have been very sturdy. I found strips that would run lengthwise about 4 or 5 feet long, 1 by 4 inches, and that would have been 2 of those, one on either side. And for axles to go in the buggy wheels, I used pieces of broomstick made of very loose fit, but anyway, I put those in and bored holes in the side pieces, inserted the broomsticks, and be able to guide the thing. I attached the front wheel, I attached one end to the left side, and the right side I left movable, and I made a lever that allowed me to move it left, front and back, forward and backward, so that I could guide it. When I assembled this thing, it was awfully heavy, but I decided to see if I could make it go. And so I took it out to the barnyard, and out in front of the barn, as you know, it was a gentle slope from up above the barn down toward the stream coming out of the spring house. So it was all I could do to push it up to the top of that little slope, and headed it down the hill, and the best I could do to get it upright and try to get up on the seat and let it go and let gravity do its job. Well, it went a few feet and it fell over. I wasn't able to get started enough to get my balance because this contraption didn't have enough steering capability that I could guide it left and right and overcome the forces of gravity pulling it left and right. So I never did gain enough speed to get it to balance, and I gave up on the manufacture of bicycles right then and there.